Afternoon. Right. Okay.
Pnawn da, croeso i'r gynhadledd, I'm Sam Faggins. Good afternoon, welcome to the press conference. Just switch the mobile phones off, please. Obviously have National Manager Ryan Giggs. We're announcing the squad for the friendly against Mexico in Los Angeles. So we'll do about 15 minutes at the top table. And as ever, I hope you respect the fact that this is a Wales press conference. So appreciate if all the questions are Welsh related. Thank you. Diolch yn fawr. Who wants to go first? Graham.
Thanks, Ian. Afternoon, Ryan.
Afternoon.
The squad you've named has a very fresh, futuristic look almost. Was that the idea?
Well, I've got a training camp at the moment just for a selection of players, lads who went to China, but also a lot of the lads from the 21 squad. So Robert Page is with us as well. And really, it was just the incentive for a group of players to get onto that LA trip. So I've said that to them. This is a chance for you to shine, to show us what you've got. Obviously, they're all not all of them are gonna go, but it give the young lads that chance to get on that trip and be part of the game against Mexico. So I was always keen from when I started to have that pathway through that communication with Robert Page, with Paul Bowden, with Rob Edwards, all the managers who look after the younger teams. And giving them a chance, because that's what, I got brought up with, and that's what I believe in.
Can you just confirm who wasn't available, whether they've got matches still this season or injuries?
Yeah, Joe Allen has picked up an injury. He'd had some trouble with his toe. He was playing through injections the last month or so, and then he got a kick on it in the last game after 8 minutes. So Joe's out, unfortunately, through injury. And then, of course, you've got the lads who are involved in games. The Liverpool lads, obviously Gareth, and Neil Taylor now with the playoffs. So, yeah, obviously it's 2 days before our game, so it's very unlikely that they'll be involved.
For these 7 guys who come through from the under-21s, is this the way, do you think, international football is going now, that you may get opportunities even before you had major opportunity at club level?
Yeah, potentially. I think it always helps that I've seen it with Harry Wilson, that you need games. The difference in him since he went to Hull and playing in regular games and having that rhythm is when he come to us, he was brilliant, and that's because he'd been playing games regular. So, yeah, sometimes it gives you the chance to play games, to get your fitness if you're not playing for your clubs. And yeah, ideally you want everyone playing. When you meet up for the international camps, you want everyone in that match rhythm, like I say, because it's much easier to play. So, yeah.
It's a long way to go for a friendly. What are the benefits you're hoping to get from this?
I think the example of the China tour, I had 1.5 training sessions before the first game. I didn't want that for my next camp. I wanted 5 or 6 good quality training days before the game. So I've got that. I wanted a good climate, recognising that it's the end of the season. The lads are looking to get on holiday, perhaps. I wanted it to be in obviously a decent place, decent environment, and a good game at the end. And we've got all them things. I've been out to LA pre-season plenty enough. The facilities are great. You work in the morning, afternoon, you're free, to relax. But at the end of it, a really tough game against a very good team who obviously gone to the World Cup.
You've got players in this squad from both Cardiff City and Swansea. From your perspective, can you just outline the benefits, the advantages of Cardiff getting promoted, and Swansea, obviously, the disadvantages of them coming down?
Yeah, obviously delighted that Cardiff have gone up. It's great for obviously Cardiff, for Welsh football, for the players who I can pick. It can only benefit from playing in the Premier League, playing week in, week out. And of course, you got the flip side of Swansea, the disappointment of going down. But I'm sure they'll bounce back. They're a brilliant club. They've been regulars in the Premier League for a number of years now. They've got a setback, and they've got a chance now to get back at the first time of asking, of course. So yeah, I mean, ideally, as Welsh manager, you want both clubs in the Premier League because it's fantastic for Welsh football.
You mentioned about the Champions League final and no Gareth Bale. Do you think he's going to come back a winner again from that weekend next week?
I shouldn't say this, but yeah, I hope so. No, obviously for Gareth to win it 4 times, forgetting about Liverpool aspect, but there's a lot of Liverpool supporters in here, isn't there? But no, I think, yeah, so next to one. Everyone knows that, don't they?
They do know.
They do know, yeah. I think, no, for Gareth personally, to win it 4 times will be magnificent. It'll be an unbelievable achievement, but it's a fantastic game. 2 clubs who have got brilliant history, of course, in the European Cup, Champions League, and it's a fascinating game. A lot of quality on the pitch, especially in forward areas. So yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the game and see who comes out on top.
Still a lot of speculation about his future. From where you sit, how do you view all that?
Well, he's at a fantastic club, and I've just mentioned the amount of times that he could potentially win the Champions League. But obviously, as a player, you want to play regular. So, yeah, I know Gareth has loved playing at Madrid. Like I say, you don't get many better clubs than Real Madrid. And as a player, you want to win things. So, yeah, of course, it's Gareth's decision. He wants to play, but no, he's happy.
And just slightly wider afield, do you think international management maybe is becoming more attractive to managers who've finished playing and perhaps looking to get in, players come to the end of their career because of what's happening to Premier League managers looking today? Two Premier League managers lost their jobs within a few days at the end of the season. In comparison, where you sit, does it seem a safer, more secure option?
Yeah, I mean, that's just the climate that we're in at the moment. Managers not being in jobs very long, and especially for your first job, you want time. You want time to learn about yourself as a coach. International football, usually you get more that time. At least a couple of years, and at the moment in club football, you're not getting that. I don't know what the stats are, but it was 9 months. It could be even down to 6 months now. And when teams decide to change midway through the season or just at the start of the season, they're going to go with experience because they're going to go with managers who have done it and seen it. So it gets harder and harder for a young coach. But you look at the likes of Steven Gerrard, who's got a fantastic job. I think, as a young coach, I want him to do well because that could open the gates for players who have played, who have had great careers, to go into fantastic jobs like that.
Just lastly from me, Ryan, forgive me if you answered this up in Wrexham. We've had a positive update on Sir Alex Ferguson over the last few days. What was your reaction to hearing that encouraging update?
Yeah, obviously it's fantastic that he is making that recovery. I think it's going to be slow. So I think one of Sir Alex's weaknesses was patience, but he's going to have to be patient. But I've said before, he's a fighter, and after the news that we heard that he'd fell ill, it's encouraging every day. So yeah, just like I've said before, I wish him for a speedy recovery, and looking forward to seeing him again.
Ryan,
Okay.
not Gareth, but you do have Aaron Ramsey, who you didn't have in China.
Yeah.
How important do you see his role now and in the future?
Yeah, of course, because he's a top player. So and he's had a fantastic season. and he's that quality that you need as a manager. You know, you want as much quality on the pitch as you can get, and not only in the games but in training as well. You know, for young players coming through to see the likes of Aaron, you know, performing every day and seeing what it takes to become a top player, it can only be beneficial for them players as well.
You got a word with Gary Neville to stop digging him out sometimes?
No.
The senior players who are missing, will that put more pressure on the senior players who are there? Because there is, as Graham said, a very fresh look to this squad.
I think there's always pressure on all the players when they come away. You know, but that's the pressure that you want. You want pressure as a footballer. You want to be able to perform under that pressure and under that spotlight. But on the flip side, it gives a great chance for players to make a claim and to stake a claim, and that's what I've seen in China. Players given a chance and taking it. Some fantastic performances, some debuts, and I was really pleased with that. And that's what I wanted. I want the older, more experienced players, the established players, to be looking over their shoulder, to be looking down and seeing a younger player biting at their ankles, wanting their place, and not only wanting their place, but staying in their place, because that can only be good for the squad.
Ethan Ampadu has had his injury problems. Can you give us an update?
Sorry?
Ethan Ampadu has had his injury problems. Give us an update on where you see him now?
Yeah, he was off his crutches a couple of weeks ago, so yeah, he's now got the summer to get ready. He's going to be fit for pre-season, so that's fantastic news. And the good thing is, you know, he's a young player, plenty of time to recover. Fantastic prospect. Can't wait to work with him. But also, you know, you've got to give him time as well. You know, it was a big injury, but he'll come back, and looking forward to working with him because he is a talent.
And just on the last few days, Cardiff City Stadium, your home now for the forthcoming Nations League and Euro 2020 qualifiers. Back to where the players feel most at home, would you say?
We've got a fantastic record there, and we're lucky in the fact that we've got fantastic facilities to choose from. So yeah, at the moment we're at Cardiff. We always look at each game as it comes and decide on where we're going to play and what the best thing to do is for, first and foremost, getting the result, but also the fans getting to see the team play.
And with that, in respect of that, Spain is going to be at the Principality Stadium. How excited are you about that?
Very excited because you know, tickets for the games at Cardiff sell out very, very quickly. It's not perhaps like when I played, where now we have a real strong team of staff that do a great job of selling the tickets, of getting out there, the PR, making sure that we do sell out stadiums, and it gives a chance for fans that potentially don't get to them games to see a fantastic game, you know, against what has been the top side over the last 10, 15 years.
Okay, any more questions? Yep, Lawrence.
Just a couple of quick ones. George Williams, back in the squad, he's had some real injury problems. Where's he at the moment? Have you been impressed with what he's been doing at St Johnstone?
Yeah, I think all the players, you want to see them fit. I've got a real mix at the moment where Jazz has joined us. He's had a terrible season regarding injuries. He's fit towards the end, and he's probably been frustrated. But yeah, you want players turning up fit because that's when they can perform at their best. So we've had a lot of injuries as well. I'm quickly finding out that's the frustration about international football. You know, you come to meet up, and the weekend before, you're dreading that phone call off the physio and the medical department. But yeah, also, you know, you want to look after the players when they do come, making sure that you're getting the best out of them.
A couple of the younger players, Chris Meppel and Brooks. Obviously, they've had kind of very good seasons, a lot of interest in the Premier League for them. big summers for them. Are you expecting them to carry on being championship players, or any advice for them stepping up?
Yeah, I mean, Brooksy's obviously had glandular fever, so he ended the season well again. But that is a big illness, so again, that's someone who we need to look after, making sure that he can perform at his best ability. And Chris has just come from nowhere, really. He's just been fantastic this season. He was fantastic in China. He's got a fantastic future. So, yeah, these are the players that I want to make it competitive. You know, like I just said, push the more established players, so they're constantly looking over their shoulder.
Okay, right. Thank you. Diolch yn fawr. We'll do about 20 minutes with the written press next door. Okay, diolch yn fawr. Thank you.
Thank you.